Hello, good morning. Yeah, we've done lots of work towards the script. Some of it's hard to document because it's stuff like reading books. So I've read a book on business by this tech startup CEO. That was really cool. He talked about starting it and then taking it all the way to like 1.6 billion. It's pretty fucking impressive, so that was a great book. And I also burned through Creativity Inc., which is amazing. It's like kind of half how-to, half autobiography by the CEO of Pixar. That's really great. If you're making a kind of creative environment to work in, that is such a good book. What's new in the world of The Frog Princess? Well, it's definitely going to be a 5-act feature. Now, this breaks down the story in a similar way that Save the Cat does. The Save the Cat says, you've got your big second act and there's certain things that you need to hit. Into the Woods says that in classical plays like Shakespeare and just all of the plays back in the day, they'd be split up into 5 acts. So your midpoint, that is the end of the 3rd act. Then you've got the 4th act. Then you've got the 5th act. So the 2nd act's like rising action. End of the 3rd act is the midpoint, and that's when you get some new information that should change everything. So that's really fun, and it's going to be great to do. I've got my little index cards, and I tell you what, they say buy a cork board, but I feel like it would be too big and then I don't want to like commit to a cork board. So I'm gonna go all Winona Ryder on this shit. I'm just gonna kind of stick it all on the walls. Basically, I don't know, this shit could all be very, very Joyce Byers when you get back. She fucked her house up and she solved shit, so there's a moral in there somewhere. I have been a little behind in reading my screenplays. I've got lots of screenplays and I haven't read any in about 3 weeks. So this week I'm going to read a screenplay every day. That's the goal. And also I found this beauty at Comic-Con. So I like it because it actually looks like a script, you know? It's not just like a little book like all the other ones. I see you, Quentin Tarantino. He makes his really small so you can carry it around with you everywhere, and I think that's a really good idea. Like I ordered the Shawshank Redemption. Is that easy to carry around? Like, no, this is a fucking textbook. But then I was less mad because look what they gave me. Oh, I can't be mad at that. My banking is done. Well, it's almost done. So it's all set up. I went into the bank and I had like my grandma's skirt on and like all my little folder with all my little papers in it. And I was so nervous. I felt like I was in like the 30s or the 50s. I was like, hi, yes, I'm wanting to start a business. So basically it's all set up. It's ready to go. My credit has been checked and is okay. Go credit. I'm gonna wait until I get my first investor because basically you get a free year of banking, and if I set it up now, because I just wanted to have it done, like checked off the list, but you have to pay between £1 and £2 for every, I think, £100. So imagine, the kind of investors I'm looking for. We're gonna lose a lot of money, and then for everything you spend, you pay money on, and I'm just like, why would I waste that before we even get into pre-production? Because you know that we're gonna start buying shit. We're shooting next spring, from like this summer coming to the spring, and we're gonna be buying a lot of shit. So we're gonna need that free banking around then. Yeah, I'll push the button on that in spring, maybe late spring. But by then we should have a producer. We can iron all that out. So that's good. I also kind of want to talk to my producer about getting the screenplay to Reese Witherspoon and her production company. Obviously, like, she's a boss producer. She said that the way she found Gone Girl was just like she read a shit ton of manuscripts, like Gone Girl and Wilds. So she read all these manuscripts of books that hadn't come out yet. And so I think it was her and her partner, and they were reading through everything, and then they picked 2 books that they just said, these books are brilliant, and they optioned the rights for them. And those books became bestsellers, so obviously the films did amazing, not just because they're bestsellers, because they're good stories. So I'm thinking, if I can get a little treatment pack, maybe even full script, out to, what is it, Pacific? You know, like, I bet they could put a cheeky 3 million in and like barely even miss it, but for our production, that would mean a lot. So yes, we have her in the targets, she's in our sights. Yeah, when I talk to you in 2 weeks, try not to be too what the fuck when you see like, the wall's gonna be papered, like, you're gonna see, let's see if we can get a camera move on this. Like, so like, hold on. All this, all that, like, shit's gonna get fucked up. Alright, so I've moved the camera now. I can't see anything. We're off script. We're off script. Okay, so I don't know if you can. I've moved the camera. Have a great weekend, and I love you guys. And yeah, go do awesome shit. Bye.